The Last Clue is a production of Smith Media Team, LLC. Listener discretion is not advised because this is a very special episode for Podcasthon about one of our favorite nonprofits.
So, welcome to our first ever Podcasthon. This is the fourth edition of this online event. We were very honored to be a part of this. Last year, this particular event brought together about 1,500 podcasters from over 40 countries. So we're very excited to be a part of this.
Very excited. This one's a little looser, not scripted, anything like that. We're going to have fun with this one, especially since I'm suffering from some sort of URI or
if you're looking for the
something.
true crime episode, this is not going to be it. This is going to be a little bit more involved in a nonprofit that's close to our heart.
Community involvement, community engagement.
But first, have you ever lived in a small town?
I have.
What's the smallest size town you ever lived in?
I would say, are you talking like population-wise?
Yes, population.
Ooh, probably about, I'll go 3,000.
Okay. That's about the size of the town that I grew up in. It was about 30. It fluctuated due to the oil market, but it was about 3,500 to 5,000, depending on where the oil market sat. The smallest town I've ever lived in was about 500. Ooh. That was my first job out of college. Very, very small town in the eastern plains of Colorado.
I think that was my entire high school was 500.
That's probably close to accurate.
Back in the olden days, the 1900s.
Oh, you got to be careful with the 1900s. So
You do.
I found something that I thought might interest some of our small town listeners. A online blogger came up with something that his small town did that he witnessed, and then he later went on to the big city, and then he thought about some of the things that happened in his small town.
Okay.
And he was kind of going back on it, and then he started asking for comments. This is where this story takes shape. You have not seen any of these?
I have not.
You have not looked at this?
I have not. I am actually tending to the pets, which is part of the reason for our episode today.
And we'll be to that in a moment. I'm going to try to have a little humor before we start tending to Sassy and Bandit, who are being very good boys and girls while we record.
Allegedly.
So this is a Redditor, official_biz, asked people to share their own small town stories, asking, what's the most small town thing you've ever witnessed?
I have one.
I would love to hear this.
Right now?
Yes.
This is when I lived in a small town in Texas outside of San Antonio.
Okay.
So went to Dollar General, which was fairly new to us at the time, to pick something up after work. And there was a horse tied to the light post.
Oh. Well, I mean,
it's Texas.
That seems to fit. I think the most small town thing that I ever saw, not that you asked.
Of course I did. But
when I was in school, the powers that be in our town decided that we needed, on Main Street, a Statue of Liberty.
A Statue of Liberty on Main Street in
small town Oklahoma.
It's no worse than the leg lamp. So
this was not as big as the leg lamp in Chickasha, but in small town Oklahoma, our founding fathers decided that we needed a Statue of Liberty.
So since it was a small town, was it just a stat of libs? Since there probably wasn't a big enough space for the whole.
Oh, the things that happened to that Statue of Liberty.
Please, is that going to be an episode of The Last Clue?
It potentially could have been had we had recording devices back then. Be that as it may, this Redditor is asking what the most small town thing that you've ever witnessed. I've looked through this. You have not.
I have not. I've been sick, y'all. I'm sick.
Number 1. We have a village Facebook page. Every time the ice cream man drives into the village, the entire page goes ballistic. People send live updates of where the van is and which direction it is heading.
Wow.
The ice cream man has started accepting DMs so he knows which streets to go down.
Oh, my. I heard what you did for a Klondike bar.
That's very true. Number 2. My hometown got a McDonald's in 1976. The town had a parade for it.
Come on. It was the bicentennial. You got a McDonald's. We're celebrating everything. Give me something more.
Listeners, by the way, I want to jump in here real quick. We want to hear the most small town thing that you've ever experienced, because we know we have a lot of listeners from a lot of small towns. We appreciate
and
small
all
town,
across
big
the world.
town listeners everywhere.
Thank you.
We want to hear your small town experience. What's the most small town thing you've ever seen? And bonus points if you want to tell us what town.
Huh?
Number 3. The town I'm from has a single stoplight, and it's only operational on Thursdays. Why? The driving exams are held on Thursdays, and they are legally required to include at least one stoplight on the exam route.
Okay.
So that stoplight was literally installed so people can take their driving exams in our town.
Wow. Okay. That's okay. I got nothing.
This one you've probably heard a variation of before. It just made me laugh because I actually feel like I've heard this a couple of times in different variations. I worked with a guy who was in his 70s and a relative of the business owner. I asked the owner if my coworker was a local, and he said no. His parents moved here when he was 2. They take born and raised very seriously.
Wow. Shots fired.
Number 4. I grew up in a small Missouri river town.
Ooh.
Not Ozark, I don't think.
Hmm?
There was a combination hair salon, live bait shop called Perms and Worms.
Sorry,
I
that
almost
got
made her
me.
lose. Don't go to the light.
I'm trying not to. Wow. Perms and worms. Wow.
And let's wrap it up with this one.
Well, I mean, at least it wasn't, a bait shop.
Careful. I feel like I'm
They
about
could
to
have done
step in.
makeup too, made it bait and spackle.
Ew. Roadie to the max. Let's finish up with this one.
Okay. I tried, guys.
You did well.
I'm sick.
When a local bank was robbed, one of the tellers told the police to bring her a yearbook from about 10 years earlier and that she would be able to point the robber out. He had been in the grade before hers in school.
Oh my gracious. Okay, that's hilarious. And it just brought me back to another memory.
Oh, Lord. A bank robbery and a yearbook brought you back to another memory?
Bank robbery, yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
So when I lived in Arizona, this was back when I lived in Arizona, I worked in hotels, front desk, night audit. And the same guy would come in every weekend. And back in the day when you had to pay a cash deposit for a room, same guy would come in every weekend. He'd bring a girlfriend or he would bring his kids. Nice guy. Same room every weekend, same people. Nothing nefarious. Never had any problems, nothing. Super nice guy. Sometimes he'd even tip. Well, you know why?
Why?
He was the local bank robber.
Oh.
So this is why he had no issue paying cash for the room and paying the deposit every single weekend.
But he should have tipped every time. I guess it depends on which bank he knocked over.
Yeah, and I would have to, I remember the man's name like that. I don't know if we want to go into that right now, but we got a very special episode. That's another time and place, guys.
We've got to check and make sure he's been officially charged.
Well, this was
let's just
20
let's leave
plus
him
years ago.
off. Was this bank happen to be in Central Oklahoma? Because I know Nobody Special Finance sure found some.
No, this was Arizona
stuffs going on down there. But be that as it may.
So who we got? I'm excited.
So the Last Clue podcast, we have what I would call a special relationship with this nonprofit. We started out not necessarily working with them, more communicating with them, because we had a husky that lived up the street from us that liked to get out of his fenced area. And he realized very quickly that he wanted to come to our house. Now, had he done that prior to us moving into the house? We don't know.
We hadn't been here that long.
But he had an affinity for coming to our house first, and we would usually catch him. We would put him in the backyard. We started off calling animal control because that's typically who you call, and then
animal welfare,
and then we were alerted to this nonprofit, and so we gradually started calling them instead.
I know how we came to know this nonprofit. Okay. Are we going to name them, or are you trying to roll it out as a surprise?
No, you can name them. It's in the podcast episode title anyway.
Okay. So we came to know EarthMother Outreach and Rescue because one of the ladies that came out when said husky arrived on our doorstep for Thanksgiving dinner and decided to stay the week, came over to scan him for his microchip. A lady named Deb, sweet as could be, and came over on Thanksgiving Day to scan this husky to tell us where his home was. Mm-hmm. Well, we've talked about it when we were his vacation home. We cannot say this husky's name because it sets off our own rescue.
Yes, our good boy Bandit, who is right underneath our feet right now, he enjoyed playing with this husky.
His name is that of a movie star from Point Break and Speed. Last name of Reeves.
And John Wick.
Never seen it.
Never seen him. So, over time, we grew to really love this dog.
We truly did.
And it came to a breaking point. I'm not going to go into details, but it came to a point where we offered to take the dog. That was not well received. Not by any of the parties that we're talking about, by the dog's owner. And the dog's owner has since moved, and the dog is still here.
They rehomed.
They rehomed him, and he is doing much better. We see him on walks still. He doesn't show up on our doorstep.
He does not.
Wondering if I'm out back grilling.
He does not use his vacation home like he did.
No, he does not. So that being said, we had talked about a husky. Well, we had built a relationship with EarthMother Rescue and Outreach, and we were contacted one night with the story of a husky who needed to be rehomed. And we already have 2 dogs and a cat. Now,
all rescues.
Yeah, all rescues. We have McGregor, who we call the old man puppy. He's got 20 nicknames, so it would take a series of podcasts to go through all the things that we call him, all which are nice.
Yeah, well, mostly we call him Mac.
Yeah, Mac. But he's our old man puppy. And then we have Bandit, who is our black and white terrier.
No, he just looked up at
he's
you.
He's looking up now.
Did I do something good, Daddy?
And that tail is going.
Oh, there's the snoot. snoot rubs.
Quick thing about Bandit. I wanted to call him Spot originally, and I was outvoted. So we have Bandit, named after the Tampa Bay Bandits of the United States Football League.
If you go to our Facebook page, I'm actually going to see if I can put a little video up of us recording now so y'all can see the Bandit. Oh.
And then we have a little girl kitty cat, and
we do.
Her name is Sassy. She is, for a while, she went through her terrible twos. So for a while, she earned the nickname Sasshole. I still, at the vet, have her listed as Sasshole because I think it's funny when I go to the vet.
It is funny.
And they have to call her. They've got to call her by a name. And so usually once a year, the vets have to walk out and they have to say, Sasshole, Sasshole. So I just think that's fun. It's funny for me.
It is funny.
I would never, I haven't done this with any of our other pets, but I actually submitted a photo because they have in-screen advertising where they show some of the pets that go to that veterinary clinic. And I have since submitted a photo of her because I want that photo to come up.
And it to say
with
Sasshole.
This beautiful tortoiseshell cat, and it says Sasshole across the top. So anyway, but back to the husky dilemma. We were contacted. A husky needed to be rehomed. EarthMother contacted us and told us that they had one, and they knew that we were very passionate about the one that had visited us for long periods of time. So we had a long discussion about having another animal in the house, and now we are the proud owners of Wimby, who is named after San Antonio Spurs superstar Victor Wembanyama.
Wemby!
Because this dog can jump, he can move, the dog does everything. The only thing I haven't seen Victor Wembanyama do is swim. This dog swims.
He does.
He swims in our pool.
He's got some hops too. Yeah, EarthMother is very close to our hearts. You guys have heard us talk about them before on our podcast, and we've gotten very close to, Deb and Amanda to the point where we've texted them and said, such and such dog is out again. And they'll respond and say, coming to find the owner, or, they're looking for help. There's a stray dog in the neighborhood looking for fosters. They're always looking for fosters. Guys, if you have a rescue and outreach in your area for pets, please volunteer, whether it's going to the facility and helping them out, whether it is fostering an animal. Please reach out to these 501c3 rescues and assist.
And we want to, again, thank Podcasthon for allowing us the opportunity and the space to talk about EarthMother Rescue and Outreach, because it's something that's close to us. That's one of the things about Podcasthon is they tell you to pick a charity a nonprofit that is close to your heart. And
this was a no-brainer.
It was absolutely a no-brainer. We took no time at all in deciding that we were going to choose EarthMother Rescue and Outreach. But for a little bit more official, EarthMother Rescue and Outreach is an animal rescue and recovery with a focus on pet and owner advocacy and education to create a long-term positive change in the community. And they are a 501c3 rescue. They are located here in Norman, Oklahoma, but I know that they travel.
They do. They definitely do. And they do this on their own dime and their own time. I didn't even mean to make that rhyme. Look, I just did it again. Sorry.
Okay, Master B, let's calm down.
That was so unintentional.
Next up, the Hip Hop Awards.
Yeah, well, and these ladies and their volunteers, they go out day and night and pick up these strays and try to find homes and fosters. They even go to other animal rescues and save animals from the euthanasia lists. They get them vetted, they get them spayed, neutered, shots. And again, it's all on their own dime.
And one of the things they say that just resonates with me, and it's on their website as well. You can find it there. That will be included in our podcast description. But it's EarthMother Out, REAC.org. wixsite.com, but it will also be in our podcast description. You should be able to find it very easily.
And they
one of the things that resonates with me, I'm sorry, they say in an ideal world, every human being would be compassionate enough to lend a helping hand. From volunteering time and making a donation to fostering and advocating online, there are so many ways to get involved, and it's true. I mean, if you can afford to go to Starbucks every day, take one day off and make your coffee at home and donate $5, donate $7 to EarthMother.
Please,
you don't understand. I mean, for us, there's a feed store in town that's near Main Street. We do live in a larger city, but there's a feed store in town, and they have these large bags of dog food that we buy for $16.95 because we have 2 large dogs in the house now. But they're $16.95, and we buy these large bags of dog food. We usually buy them 2 at a time. Think about that for a second. If we had 20 of our listeners that donated $10 for the month, they would have the ability to go buy dog food if they needed it. They would be able to go buy blankets. I know one of the things that they asked about recently was they wanted to see if anybody had any GoPro type cameras,
trail cams for the animals that are being dumped. They were looking for some specific areas that they're familiar with where animals get dumped. So they were looking for trail cams to put them up in these areas so they can spot these animals. They can get these scared animals into a safe place and make sure that they're taken care of and then foster them out. They're also looking for the canopy.
Yes.
The canopies for doing pop-up events for adoptions. So EarthMother Rescue and Outreach and Rescue, you can find them either way. And
you can help in other ways too. If you can't donate, if you can't, you can be a foster. If you're looking for an animal, don't buy an animal. Don't buy an animal. Go foster an animal.
And what's the saying? Adopt, don't shop.
Exactly. You will never understand. And I'm kind of holding back here. You will never understand the love of an animal that you rescue. You won't until you do it. And I want to tell a story, and I know you and I have talked about this before. So we've mentioned this several times. Bandit is right between us right now, and he's hearing his name, so he's standing, but he's being such a good boy. He
is. He usually lays down when we say on air.
On air.
Bandit,
so
on air.
And there he goes. Oh, I talked. But Bandit, I also taught Bandit to be very protective.
Mm-hmm.
And when you moved up here,
yeah,
Bandit was very standoffish.
He was.
He didn't really want to go near you. He didn't understand a new person in the house. There was a lot of things going through his head, but his main job
was to protect you.
Was to protect. And he did.
He absolutely did.
And now over time, well, I'm going to let you tell the rest of this, because there are some things now that we say that he reacts to, such as when you get off work.
Oh, but no, he was very, very protective of you. He followed you everywhere. He slept on the bed with you. And I'll even say one night I went to come to bed and Bandit went off because you were sound asleep and there was somebody else coming into the room. He protected you. Yeah. He absolutely protected you. And I think I have the scar to prove it. But now Bandit protects Mama.
He does.
He knows those 2 words.
He does.
Protect Mama.
Yep. And he knows the code word too.
Yes, we do have a code word. So
that we don't say.
We don't say.
Nope.
We don't say. Unless it's absolutely necessary, and I pray it's never necessary. But yeah, we have some little things that we do. So when I get off of work first because I work remotely and I need space. Even though I'm working from home, so I'm always home, there's still got to be that downtime going between work, transitioning between the work space and the home head space and decompressing. So as I'm walking from the office to my decompression spot, I say, nap time with mama. And he will get up from wherever he is at and he will run and lay on the couch.
Yep.
Where he knows I'm going to go sit. Yep. We even sing a little song and he might get a little wound up here. Nap time with mama. Oh, he's nudging me. So we sing nap time with mama.
And at night, we also have our own little rituals. Sometime, usually after 8:00 at night.
It's not nap time. Oh, he's trying to get in my lap.
He is now part of the show.
He is now part of the show.
So at night, usually sometime after 8:00, we pop a couple of bags of popcorn, and he knows this, and he now will do popcorn kisses where you will put a piece of popcorn in your mouth and he will very gently take it out, and he will also catch
between
popcorn.
my lips, so I'm not like bird feeding him or anything, but yeah,
he will also catch pieces of popcorn, and then when we get done with popcorn, but both he and Wimby both get one last piece of popcorn. When we're done, they get one last piece of popcorn. Then we take the popcorn bowl into the kitchen, leave it.
Oh, sorry, I was getting mauled a little bit.
At that point, in his mind, he's on a schedule.
Thank you, baby.
It's time for BED.
Yeah, we can't say that either.
No, because he'll get up on the couch, he'll lay at our feet, whatever. But he's telling us it's time. It's time.
And all we have to do is say GOBED.
And
he's gone.
When we get up the hall to the bedroom, he's there.
These are things that happen when you adopt animals. Yep. This is why you need to go to places and speak with places and work with places like EarthMother. Mm-hmm. So sweet. We won't, yes, they even have a potty song. That Wemby also knows now, even after only being here for a month and a half with us after we got him from EarthMother.
And speaking of that, I would like to give a quick shout out to Inaru's Barkery.
Oh, Inaru's Barkery.
In Omaha, Nebraska. They sent us some nose balm for the puppies.
Boot balm.
Boot balm.
Boot balm.
And we have used it. They do enjoy it. Bandit might enjoy it a little bit too much. He gets it, and then he gets a little, not sassy, but
Well, I tried to show it to Wemby. I don't know if you were home. I tried to show it, the little canister, to him, and he tried to eat the whole thing.
There is a photo of Wemby with the boot balm in front of him. It's on our Facebook page, The Last Clue.
And I did have to use a little bit today on their paw pads because it did get warm outside today.
We went, temperature-wise, we went from near freezing temperatures at the start of the week to almost 100 degrees today in the span of 5 days. So we've gone through it. That's why we're both struggling with voices, allergies, etc. Because it's the old saying, if you don't like the weather in Oklahoma, just wait 5 minutes and it'll change. It literally went through all 4 seasons this week. So, but thank you to Inaru's Barkery. We truly appreciate that. Every gesture, every little gesture, big, small, doesn't matter. We do appreciate it. We want to thank you very much for sending us that.
Absolutely. And you can follow both EarthMother Outreach and Inaru's Barkery on Facebook. Mm-hmm. Do we know how to make donations to EarthMother? Have we talked about that?
We have not talked about that yet, but we do know how to make donations. The easiest way is there's a link on their website to PayPal. That's the easiest way. It's especially if you're signed in on your PayPal, it's boop, 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 and you're done. That is honestly the easiest way to make donations to EarthMother.
We do have a couple other options. If you would like to do Venmo, you can do at EarthMother Rescue. Cash App is $EarthMother Rescue. And Zelle is contact @ earthmotherrescue.org.
All three of those are great ways to donate, and the PayPal as well. So if you can find it in your heart, if you can find it in your wallet, if you can donate to them, it would make a huge difference to them.
Even $5.
Just the price of a cup of coffee these days, you don't know how far-reaching those donations can be, and it's just like a snowball heading down a mountain. You don't realize what a small snowball that you can hold in your hand, as you let it go down the mountain and it starts to grow and it starts to catch more energy and bring in more snow. One person donates $5, and then 5 people start donating $5, and then somebody says, you know what, I'm going to donate $50. I had a great sales year, or my taxes came back and they were fantastic. And the donations just continue to snowball, and it can really, it really does affect an organization like EarthMother Rescue and Outreach.
Yes, and this is a very small one that was just formed in 2021. So if you're listening and somebody else is listening with you, then if you're donating $5, maybe they want to donate $5. And on top of that, we also want to tell you that, it'd be great if you were to head on over to podcasthon.org and check out all of the other podcasts that are participating in Podcasthon 2026.
And there are so many podcasts that are participating. Like we said, last year's event brought in over 1,500 podcasters from over 40 countries. So we're honored to be a part of this. We want to thank Podcasthon for allowing us to share our voice about EarthMother Rescue and Outreach, and also Einaruz Barkery, sharing our voice about Podcasthon. It truly is an honor when you're recognized and they ask you to be a part of something this big. And I can only tell you that since this is the 4th edition of Podcasthon, we will be back for the 5th edition next year. And we're super excited about this.
We are super excited.
And we're passionate about EarthMother. We're passionate about podcasting. So this was a match made in heaven for us.
It absolutely was. And I believe Wemby is out of the pool, so I am going to need to go dry him off. And I do think Bandit is telling you it's popcorn time.
If you have donations of towels, please ask EarthMother first, and then if you have any spare towels after EarthMother, we might need them because, again, this is a 100-pound husky puppy that's 8 months old that likes to get in the pool. We have to dry him off often, so
it's my new cardio.
Yeah, any towels we will gladly take.
The Last Clue is a production of Smith Media Team, LLC. If you have any information, please contact us at info@smithmediateamllc.com.